is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first running back drafted this year, it's Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Yeah, he was the first back taken in the draft. Ended up going number 2 to the Giants, and there was never a doubt that he would be the first runner off the board. We just saw why. His ability with the ball in his hands to turn a nice little gain into something big. He makes plays no matter how you get him the ball.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Looking for Shepard deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Manning. Being chased out left. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And you remember pre-draft, there was a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
Let's go, let's go!
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Manning now to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Damon Harrison in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Coming now.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. And again, it's Prescott. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 39 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's coming now. 26. 26.
Again to Elliott. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here you go. Here we go, 46. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that
really
one.
Good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Zebra.
On play action. Now Manning. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff to Barkley. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Zebra. Regular. Zebra. Go ahead, cut.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Manning to try again after the pick 6. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Manning now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Now Saquon Barkley, and he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone now. Manning. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Ogletree in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Go to 54, go to 54, line. Go 46, 46.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was
looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. So after the INT, it's Manning looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And now running right through it. And the Giants ready to come out now. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. It's Barkley on the counter. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. On play action, it's Manning. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good play.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Demarcus Lawrence. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And now out come the Giants. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line.
Zebra.
Manning to throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
To throw is Manning. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to go deep for Beasley. He rifles one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 42. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Rosas now to kick this one away. Here's Thompson to return it. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking to throw. Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ogletree in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. How fun will it be to watch Barkley and Elliott go at it twice a year? Here's 1st and 10. Manning now on 1st down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Play action. Manning. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Manning. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big run that time by Elliott. 42 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll run with Elliott, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott now on 2nd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go. 46. Here we go, 47. Gun. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Manning. Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Throwing now is Manning. Over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Flush to his right. Room here to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. He's to the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
He's going to get it running right. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Here's a toss coming right. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
46.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Prescott now. Looking deep for Elliott. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Done.
Prescott And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Zebra.
Throwing is Manning. It's caught. Beckham. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people will call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Zebra.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Now Manning throwing on second down. Over the middle to Beckham. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Manning able to find OBJ there for a Giants first down. And the Giants' all-time leader in passing yards and completions and touchdowns. Just another connection.
No doubt about it. That's the Eli Manning we know. Pushing the ball downfield and with proficiency.
To throw, it's Manning. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Manning. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley, and he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big game.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Manning looking to throw it to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Giants on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Manning to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. One-possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play call to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light's still on for him.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.